Here's Andy Lee now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Pushes over him.
Now that's just not right.
That'll go
I was thinking about watching it. I think it's
39-yard
gonna
punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
Yeah, I think we
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending.
I don't want to play offense. I'm not about to play defense.
On first down, Allen steps away to his left. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
He don't move like that.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as
Clearly,
precise as days
that
gone
nigga don't
by.
move
They
like
just
that,
saw
right?
receivers
That nigga
find an
don't
open
move.
patch of grass
Nigga be
and let the
moving
quarterback
slow.
find
Shit,
you.
niggas
And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. 14 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term.
The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll run with Taylor. He's got a first down past the 30. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10.
Nigga feet get them chopping. Damn, you seen this?
And the Lions add on to their lead. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's what
All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Buying time to his left. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
But I can't say that, though. I don't know, because when next gen just first hit,
throwing again, Allen. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play.
Oh, why was I watching that shit?
After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5.
Hold up, JCT.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
Still got the edge on the
Past the 30. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you can tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
I hated
First and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full line of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And the numbers here don't lie. According to the next gen stats, he topped out at an even 22 miles an hour.
That's what you got to do with some
scrimmage. The 31 now on 1st and 10.
Because I actually disliked him.
Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Niggas gonna be doing
no reception, good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, I didn't keep them
So many ways
I'm not even playing defense. That's
is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked.
No, I seen Jalen Ramsey. I seen Jalen Ramsey do that. Jalen Ramsey ain't never
so
played
they're
zone.
going for it, and here's Allen. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside.
Just only smacked the fan, fool.
Downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He just smacked the fan, fool. Look at Josh Allen. He's a menace. You seen that shit?
They run with Hines. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
This nigga Hardman is a dog. You seen it? No, look what this nigga did. Nigga realized that toted.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes with the football at the end of the play?
Rolling to his right.
First Smith.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Herb Smith Jr. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. Throwing on first down is Allen. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement in those last 2 plays.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Being chased out left. His throw caught at about the 40. And he takes the touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense continues to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to...
No, Broncos got a good young team.
So we are in the final minute now of the first half.
First of all,
this
I don't
offense
even know
gets
how to
ready to
switch
take
this.
over.
It's not letting me switch to one. Like, if I switch to the left, it's not working. Let me do this.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
I'm assuming to end the game. And now we really about to bust the ass. All they come back. 51. Oh. Who put? Oh, 58. They got 9.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball, and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything.
All right, now we better put on.
so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. For your plans like the gold place. And if we pull it up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard when I'm walking, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup at 6. Brings up 2nd and
from the gun, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Chicago 1st down to former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. We talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTA.
Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, 70 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Tyler Ervin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Step now, look out. Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Trubisky will throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Chop that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Rodgers. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And down inside the 15 he goes. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
third down. Trubisky. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss.
Jalen Johnson, and they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. This will make it into the end zone. And he returns.
Hey, bro, you trying to mute your mic, bro?
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick-6. He'll run it, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
4-yard line.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's going to try and go deep again. They got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Robert Tonyan, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And he's able to put it through.
The score, Bears 17, Packers 7. Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Come on, now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's time.
Intercepted. The Packers take over first and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught at the end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Brent Urban there to get him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end Kmet. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Flushed out right. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. Out to his left. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 19.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because he catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
That's another Packers first down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a couple. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And that's going to be caught. Oh, one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And the #1 mission of any offensive line. You got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. They could barely get a glove on it before we got the quarterback on the ground.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Trubisky to throw. Dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Back to throw, Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. To throw is Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now a first down carry by Jones. He takes it across for a touchdown. They've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now it's Patterson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
21-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So it's all over. A
GG, bro.
Victory. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, They had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter, but a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
Know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where am I alone? Not on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside. Look when it peep us. Use us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you limits, and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage, way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Seattle Seahawks. This is DJ Reed returning. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea Slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Carson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down, Seahawks.
Now it's Carson. The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st down, Seattle.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. It's Wilson on the option. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
The score, Seahawks 7, Lions nothing.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34 for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. From the gun, Wilson. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Carson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Here's Reed returning. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on...
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And he will bring it back. Return for the Lions, touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. 46 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Stafford on third down. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. From the gun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 47 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 67 yards. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Prater for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Reed. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Game of 4. It's now second.
From the 25 on second down, Wilson. He's going to take off with it. He'll have a first down past the 40. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and now it's second down.
Second and 10.
To throw again, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Flush to his right. Open man is Galladay, complete. And down he'll go at the 25. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. So they will go for it. Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. On first down, Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Being chased out left. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Detroit Lions first.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Once again, it's Swift.
At the 37.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. On 1st and 10, Stafford gets it quickly to Gallagher. They've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On the Seahawks 5-yard line.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson taking it in. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get it.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45. Oh, he's got...
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
They'll start with the option. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
At the 44-yard line.
Murray now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 23 yards, the final tally.
3 more yards. That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 22-yard scamper. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. I'll tell you, if you lined up Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson for a foot race, I think Kyler Murray might just be a bit faster. And, boy, was he moving there. Incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 69 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again.
This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay what we ate for dinner, so I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. We don't need the silver. Gotta be number one. Number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah. I bought like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
T-Bag got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, well, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb, came out of my mama with some running to the
set to kick off.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Able to power through and taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down throw coming for Vic. Steps away to his left. And it's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Michael Vick. He'll get this to Ward. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Throwing, Vic. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he's got it. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell able to make it in from a yard out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. That's a solid opening drive, and nothing fancy there at the end, just pounded in.
That felt like old school football, didn't it? All right, down at the goal line, and not only were they able to punch it in, as you just emphasized, they did it against a goal line defense that's stacked to stop the run. So if you're on that offensive side of the ball, you feel great about yourself right now. You're actually able to dominate a group that expected you to run the ball and still punched it in.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 25 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, I mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Around 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Prescott from the gun. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. 30, past the 20, and finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Steelers 14. Our home team, nothing.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Prescott to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down. Vick. He'll get this underneath to go. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Vick readies to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. From the red zone now, Vick forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. To throw, Vick. Toward the pylon, caught. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Here's Vick. Flush to his right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time when they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up and now go to... Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Room here to run. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Fielded just outside the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go.
He's got a man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll find Metcalf. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try to wait to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. Final play of the half. Prescott looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? A dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. That throw into the arms of Allen. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott dancing to his left. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Steelers 35. Our home team 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
Maybe any spark at this point. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
A first down carry by Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Marr on for the extra point.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Our home team, 14. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Vick steps away to his left. That's complete to Ward. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back now here in Santa Clara. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he will find his man on the outside.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Now Bell. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Oh, way to take it.
From 8 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now they lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning?
right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They're marking down officially at the 34.
Come on, guys, let's go!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more. And Prescott, his third interception. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Throwing on second down. Vick buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. The 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot. Shot downfield, but no one was open, so it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now here's Vick, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
From the 31, Prescott. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. And Prescott, his third interception. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Despite the late lead, Vick's going to throw. Forced out to his left. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
To back good plays, have them on the move on first down.